Hey guys, 72 hours ago, we released a challenging Year 11 chemistry exam question that only Band 6 students can answer. If you haven't seen it yet, pause this video and click the link in the description to watch that video first. So the correct answer for the atomic mass of Y is 16. Remember, the question we are trying to solve is, if 8.4 grams of element X includes 9.03 times 10 to the power 22 atoms and 0.1 mole of compound X2, Y3 is 16 grams, find the atomic mass of element Y. Remember, when you're answering any math type question in chemistry, you always need to write down the variables given to you and the formulas that are needed to solve the question. So over here, what you can see is I've already written down the variables given to me. So the mass of X was given as 8.4 grams, and it was also equal to this many atoms. The compound X2Y3 was 16 grams for only 0.1 moles, and what we're trying to find is Y. And to solve any type of moles question, we always need this particular formula over here. N equals to the mass over the molar mass. It is also really useful when you write down a formula to always include the units involved, because when you're doing math, you're going to have to cancel out units, and so it will just make it a little bit easier for yourself. So looking at what's already given to us, we can actually work out a few things. The first step I'm going to take is work out the number of moles of X, right? Because we're given this number of atoms, using the variables given to us, we can find a few things. One of the first things we can do is find how many moles of X there are. You might ask, how? Well, remember that 1 mole is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the power 23 atoms, and the question's given us 9.03 times 10 to the power 22 atoms. So the first step is we can find NX, which is the moles of X, which equals to 9.03 times 10 to the power 22 divided by 6.02 times 10 to the power 23. If you put this into a calculator, what you're going to find is we're going to get a value of 0.15. So it's 0.15 moles of X. So using the number of moles of X and the number of grams of X, the next step is we can actually find the molar mass of X. Okay, so this is where this formula comes in. Right, so we're using N equals to M over MM, and we're trying to work out MM. So 0.15, which equals to 8.4 grams over your molar mass, right? And your molar mass then equals to 8.4 divided by 0.15. And if you put that into a calculator, you want to get 56 grams per mole. So now that we've found out everything about X, we can start looking at the compound X2Y3. So what's given to us is two things. We have how many grams, or the number of grams of the compound, and we have the number of moles for the compound. So using these two numbers, we can actually find the molar mass of compound X2Y3. So using those two values, 16.0 grams and 0.1 moles, we found that the molar mass of compound X2Y3 is equal to 160 grams. All we had to do was reshuffle the formula for moles into mm equals to m over n and plug in the values given. And there you go, you have the answer. But we're not done. Remember, we're trying to find the atomic mass of Y. So all we have to do is now plug in all the values we have into X2Y3. What do I mean by that? Well, let's try it out. So what we know is that the total atomic mass of compound X2Y3 is 160. And to make up this entire 160, we need 2 atoms of X and 3 atoms of Y. We found the atomic mass of X as 56 grams per mole, and all you're doing is plugging it in. And so now we only have one value of Y left over. And once you plug everything into the formula, you find out Y to be 16 grams per mole. Alright, did you get the right answer? Hopefully you're a Band 6 chemistry student. If you have any further questions or challenge problems, let us know in the comments or message us. Thanks.